How smart people pick partners, like business deals. I saw this story and I was like, oh, people pick people like business deals. That is such a weird concept to me. That seems so unrealistic. But hey, let's listen and then maybe we can judge from that. You know how in business, no one hires the first person who shows up smiling in the lobby? Yeah, this is the same logic that you should apply to dating if you actually want something that works. Here's the uncomfortable truth: love, chemistry, and good vibes feel good but are not enough. Successful relationships run on strategy, clear goals, compatibility, performance evaluation, and the ability to walk away when the numbers do not add up. Think about it. You wouldn't give someone a 10-year contract without checking their qualifications, work ethic, and long term vision. Yet people choose life partners based on butterflies and Netflix romance. It's insane. But first of all, butterflies are great, and some Netflix romance videos are also great. So let's talk about dating like a boss, okay? Okay. Number one, write a job description. You're hiring for a long term role that involves finances, family, decision making, and emotional labor. Define what matters: shared values, communication style, life goals, and emotional maturity. Chemistry is just the marketing campaign. Compatibility is the product. Write them down, constantly check the list when you meet a possible partner. This is insane. So everywhere you go, you're like carrying around a notebook. You're like, okay, this person checks this person checks this. So unrealistic, first of all. So unrealistic. And as human beings, our emotions are gullible, which is maybe why this person is trying to like evaluate it. But I know people use evaluation systems on partners because they are afraid of getting hurt, but sometimes even the best evaluation systems cannot prevent you from like being hurt. And having a very strong evaluation system can make it less authentic and give you this idea that you're so in control. But like, love is not something that you can be in control of. Like, you cannot be in control of someone else's emotions towards you. So I feel like this whole evaluation system is you, like this person basically trying to control their life, trying to control the emotion called love, and that is so unrealistic. But anyway, let's go to number two: set non-negotiables. These aren't preferences, these are deal breakers. Kids or no kids, financial values, religion, geography, conflict style. Making this list doesn't make you cold. Wasting years hoping someone will magically change does. For me, I usually agree that yes, love is not everything. Like, you should not base your entire relationship on the feeling of love. There should be other factors are definitely going to sustain the love. Yeah, so maybe on the non-negotiables, I do agree that there needs to be non-negotiables in a relationship. There was this lady who fell in love with a guy, and like, okay, they fell in love with each other. Why am I saying lady? They fell in love with each other, but the guy from the start was like, I don't want any kids. And the lady was like, okay, they're in love, so maybe he's going to compromise down the line because of the feeling of love. And that is when I came to realize that actually there's some people who cannot compromise. There's some people who really take this non-negotiable seriously. So yeah, when someone tells you something is the non-negotiable, kindly listen. Like, love does not solve every problem. Number three, have an evaluation phase. In business, nobody becomes a partner after the interview. You assess performance under pressure, consistency, and how they treat people who can't benefit them. Same in dating. Watch how they handle conflict, money, and your boundaries. Their reaction to your no is their resume. Okay, I thought these things were gonna be so bad, but I don't think they're so bad. They actually kind of make sense. Yeah, some of them really do make sense because, for example, I hate people who don't treat waiters and waitresses with respect. Like, people who overreact and see other people who are below them, like people who are rude for no reason to people who are just doing their job. Like, I completely do not agree with that. Like, I hate that so much. I hate when people are unnecessarily rude and have this superiority complex. Like, the only person that is superior is God, so calm down, please. So I really do think, yeah, that we should evaluate the people, not just someone who's like love bombing you and like meeting all the qualifications that you think you need. how somebody treats people, I think, is 100% beneficial. But anyway, that's just me. So number 4, stop training unqualified candidates. Okay, that sounds unnecessarily harsh. You can't love someone into emotional maturity. True. You can't communicate someone into wanting your lifestyle. That is like hiring a baker and demanding they become a coder. People don't change because you wish they would. Okay, like I said, that's unnecessarily harsh, first of all. Stop training unqualified candidates. You might be the unqualified candidate in someone else's eyes. So I feel like that is so subjective, because like it's you also trying to control the situation, thinking that you're the qualified candidate, and maybe you're not, because we all do not have this perfection. We're not perfect, basically. Number 5, communicate expectations like an adult, no hinting. One thing I've learned growing up is that people do not know what you're thinking about. Sometimes even people have hurt you and they do not know they've hurt you. There's sometimes that people do hurt you and they do not know they've hurt you. I agree that sometimes people can hurt you and know they've hurt you, but there's sometimes people do not know. So communication is like very, very important. So no hinting, no hoping they just know. Just tell them what you need. Honesty, shared cause, or chores, affection, transparency. If that scares them off, perfect. You just saved yourself a multi-year emotional bankruptcy. Number 6, avoid the sunk cost trap. Staying because you've already invested. Staying because you've invested too much is how failing businesses and doomed relationships keep limping along. The question isn't what you've spent, it's whether continuing brings value to your future. Love can be something that makes someone compromise a lot, or the idea of love. We think that we've invested too much. Like I've seen this, like everybody has seen this. There's someone in their life, even maybe it's you, you've invested so much and you feel like, if I leave this person, I do not like. Like we've sat with my friends and some, like they were talking about this and saying, like me and this person, we've gone for a couple of years, yes, and so my friend was saying like she looks at other people and she's wondering, like she doesn't want to start again. She doesn't want to start all that, like asking your favorite color, like knowing a person all over again. Like she's like, this person really knows me. Like for me, I'm not of that idea. So I kind of agree on this one. There's so many people, both men and women, who think they've invested too much and do not want to leave. Another person necessarily doesn't even care about you at all. Number 7, which is the last one, operate from a bad abundance, not scarcity. There are more compatible people out there. Desperation makes you negotiate against yourself. Keep your standards and your emotions sober. I've seen this with my 2 eyes. It's true that desperation makes you negotiate against yourself. Whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, whether it's age wise, especially maybe for women, desperation truly makes you negotiate against yourself. Like it makes you take the job that you do not want just because you want to survive. It makes you do things that are not in accordance to your values. Desperation is literally such an enemy, and I don't think anybody has ever not felt that feeling of being desperate in a situation, but knowing how to conquer it and knowing how to understand, okay, I'm kind of desperate, I'm kind of doing this, and it's affecting my pride too much. Like it's making me feel worthless. And like once you become desperate and you negotiate your values, like you'll just keep on going lower and lower and lower and lower. You're like, I've already disrespected myself. Why should I not disrespect myself even more? So I feel like, yeah, I don't think the list is all that bad. I agree to disagree and also disagree to agree, because sometimes human beings, when it comes to the emotional love, we don't think logically. So like, yeah, this is good, but also understanding also that you don't need to put a lot of pressure on yourself to like find the perfect person, because that is also like a crime. Anyway, that's the video for today. So do you pick your partners like business? Do you, like, genuinely, do you pick? I don't think I have before, but I'll try next time. I'm glad that you've reached the end of the video, and please do subscribe. I really, really need your support, so please subscribe. Thank you. See you in the next one.